I'm interested in that. Okay, next. The Hanged Man, the Judgment, the Queen of Wands, overall energy, the Magician. Aha. Okay, shedding light on situations, the both of us are. Okay, Divine Feminines and Karmics is what we are doing. Shedding light is our overall energy as a whole here with the Hermit. My, oh my, lots of major arcana, lots of, it looks like competition, if you will. Okay, for the Divine Feminine, we start off with the Emperor. We know this is a major arcana. This is a father. This is royal blood. This is a ruler, someone of authenticity, you know, security, characteristic, building. I mean, think of any king and then multiply that. That's the Emperor. He's also a father. He has an Aries energy, so he's very ambitious and he's passionate. You know, you can say it's a man in touch with his feminine side as well. He's very suited for a father is the point that I like to point out in him. And that he's also like, let's say, the ruler of the realm where authority is intact, right? Okay. So think of the King of Wands, who is here also, you know, as someone that answers to the Emperor, especially though the King of Wands is someone who's of great manifestation, especially in, you know, working with others to ultimate success. So the Divine Feminine here is looking at not failing here. It looks like there could be some faith that is really a struggle to obtain for the Divine Feminine. Now, I say that meaning that it's not necessary that you're not obtaining faith, but you're looking at the various different ways that you can, especially if it means tweaking an eye on the Divine Masculine, what he means to you, who he is. Maybe some of us are finding out the truth of why we are where we are, why we feel this way about this this man. Okay, it looks like we're stepped down to where we're not oh, he's my Hierophant. It looks like a lot of us are just saying he's the father of my children. He's a great guy. We're giving him credit where it's due, but we're not letting him sit in his actual throne. I love how he's right above the High Priestess for the Karmics reading. And all I want to say about that is, I said in previous readings and multiple readings that, you know, Divine Feminines, once we become insecure or we start to settle or we start, you know, it's easy for, you know, someone to come lurking around in our domain. And as soon as any time that we step down, someone's willing to take that spot. And it looks like right now you're not necessarily focused on that because I think some of us know that we're in for the keeps, we're in for winning, and we know that we have competition, you know, with great power, beauty, looks, and authority comes, you know, all kinds of crazy, you know, ghouls trying to take, you know, that charmed book. But what I want to say is, right now it seems Divine Feminines, we're definitely focused, on our faith. And we don't want to let go of the love that we have for someone. So no matter which way or aspect we look at it, we're going to make sure that they stand tall, that they sit tall, okay? Divine Feminines right now are after faith. And they're trying to find it in all the various ways that they can. Okay, you're giving the Ace of Cups, pure love, to this Emperor. I feel like that's your Divine Masculine. I feel like that's someone you love and cherish, whether they're a father of your children or not. I feel like this person is someone you cherish. Two things. If this is your Divine Masculine, whether he's a father or not, you, as much as you try to keep the faith, you know, you are shedding skin. You are turning over new leaves. And you want to make sure that he has a place in your heart, a spot in your life, whichever direction you turn. For those who have children with their Divine Masculine, too, is... actually, I wasn't going to say divine, but okay, fine. If you have children with your Divine Masculine, settle, no, but the same thing applies. Okay, you're making sure that you give him the love, especially if there's been any turmoil between you two, that you have kids. I can't imagine what that would feel like, having kids with a man that you believe is your Divine Masculine. Okay, he could be an Aries, but you're making sure that his ego lays at bay, and you're trying to be the best mother that you can. You're giving this man love, okay? I don't feel like literally physically you're giving him love. I think you're just trying to make sure that he stays in a soft spot in your heart. If this is a karmic situation and you know for a fact that your karmic is an Aries, okay, and you're, and this looks right to you, divine feminine, and you're looking and you're seeking faith, and you know that he's a karmic partner. Again, you're trying to find love. You're trying to find faith in yourself. When you find faith, it's love, it's beauty, it's happiness. It's, okay, yeah, let's go with that. It's going with the flow. It's, this is the fool's journey. So you're definitely taking a new path and a new way of passage, okay, into faith, into having love for people that may not physically be there, but you hope for them to be, okay? So that's what I get here. It's not much, but overall the faith aspect, and it looks like a lot of us divine feminines are starting at least, or the most intense task here is to make sure that this divine masculine, is a part of your new journey and your new path. That's what most divine feminines, okay, if this resonates, are doing. With the King of Wands here, like I said, the comparison, this is someone who looks up to the Emperor, as they're the same energy, but the Emperor is a major arcana, so he's like a ruler, as we have the King of Wands as someone who is very grounded, okay, and is obligated for success, basically, okay? He uses an army of people, whether that be in his own mind, but he uses an army of people, he uses an army of tools, okay, that he does possess. So here we're looking at fire and water elements here, okay? If you watch previous readings, the divine masculine is kind of destructive right now. He's coming in with love. He's coming in with da-da-da-da-da, but there's going to be like a mass fire. I am going to study this more to understand what this means. It could be with an air sign that, I just picked out the Ace of Swords here. And I got it again. As air moves fire. And I think divine feminines are going to be having faith in the fact that they won't be burnt. They're gonna ash that out with the quickness. They're going to ash that out, though two fire elements are crowding this water, this love. So that could mean, multiple things. Please go ahead and fit that how it applies, okay? Now, go ahead but overall, the divine feminine here is looking for faith. Okay, here I opened up to the Nine of Cups. You will win. You will prevail, divine feminine. There will be a wish come true here that your efforts in trying to keep love and peace and happiness is going to work. No matter how many fire energies try to crowd you and try to put that out. Water beats fire. So, faith. Karmic partner here has the High Priestess, and she has her overall energy of the Magician. The Queen of Wands shows up. Hanging 10, thinking in a happy place with judgment following, but residing back to her ways and eyeing this charmed book to be able to win. Judgment is in the deck, so are multiple things. So, evil will never prevail. Evil will never win. So, it's about what she's trying to go for here. And don't be alarmed that the High Priestess is here. Again, I believe that the divine feminine is focused on one task. I don't want to say you're naive, divine feminine. But at the same time, you are using your magician's table. You are using your assets without needing to show off and show proof of, because you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out on top for knowing that you did for the truth, for the purity of heart, okay, and not just to compete and stand your ground, okay. You want love with someone, and you have love for someone. Look who's peeking out is the World card here. We don't need to touch it. But I want to say for this High Priestess, for me, I'm going to say with the karmic partner, is if you're a karmic, you're not a High Priestess. But I do want to say, we all have divine feminine in us. It's just depending on the man that we are with, or, we all have someone that is for us. And I believe she's torn between two people, two lives, and it's like a glitch that's happening where she sees one truth and she sees the other truth. The High Priestess lands under the Emperor for the divine feminine. And I believe, obviously, the Emperor is the divine feminine's hierophant, divine masculine. But right now, she's trying something out. She's trial and error. And I do believe she's going to come out on top. But you are naive. Divine Feminine, amongst all the many ways we can interpret this, is that if a high priestess is showing up in the karmic's reading where it is to be represented as a whole, this is one situation, this is a triangle effect. You know, somebody is lurking around your dome, someone is spying on you, someone is getting knowledge about how to be more like you, okay? The Judgment card is here. So it's really, like I said, torn between two worlds, like a light and a dark world. And it doesn't necessarily say where she's going to end up, even though the last card in her spread was the Queen of Wands, but then we have it like this with the overall energy. So she's being led on and taunted, or, praised by people to obtain all of these, all of this heavenly things, okay? But really the asset she has here is a wand. So, we'll see who comes out on top. We'll see, because hers is like all over the place. She's like, oh, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. But you missed the bird's tail or whatever if you're trying to mix a concoction of, or some sort of, soup that, will expire. I just feel like there's a lot of things thrown out here to make someone feel intimidated. And I love how the Divine Feminine isn't trying to intimidate anyone. She is being cornered, by the Divine Masculine's presence and his fiery energy here, where he feels like he's going to just come and destruct after love has been thrown out onto the table towards the Divine Feminine. Go read previous readings. But she's going to prevail, because as there's the Emperor who she sees him as. So it's almost like you're only in that energy, dude, because I put you there. You know what I mean? So type of thing, okay? And, but she's going to prevail. There's two fire, there's two water. And, as it lies between the fire, the Divine Feminine is going to come out on top because she wants faith. So she's looking at faith and happiness and strength and courage in herself to be able to divide and conquer, to do good. Here with the karmic partner, it looks like she wants this, she's doing that, she's doing this, she's doing that, all to get to this result, which is a great thing. But we don't understand why. Okay, we have here, this is great. I just pulled open to the Temperance card, the balance. It's looking like, with the two double lives that she's living here, it's good to be able to know that you can be a high priestess somewhere. But it looks like she's trying to be it to your Emperor. And the overall energy for the both of us is to shed light. So why do we want to have this faith? Why do we want to have, this man a part of our lives? Why every time which way we go, we're trying to suit him in? There's some sort of, disarray there. And here, shed light on the fact that why are we trying to be something we're not? I think that's what we're both needing to realize here. Why are we trying to be something we're not? Why are we trying to throw all of the, it looks like there's a movie that's like that. Like we just need patience and balance within ourselves and to do work for ourselves. I see that the Divine Feminine is doing that in such a way that I can see the path clearer. For here with the karmic partner, maybe it says for her that she's tapping into this energy of her own, which is good. You should give her a round of applause, because maybe now she'll be able to be open to the man that is for her. With the Hanged Man, that's positivity. The Judgment card, that's positivity. But the reason why it ends back in disarray with the dark cat there, and then the Magician, it looks like she's up to no good. She doesn't decide to be in a healing, nature. But she is looking for at least this success here, that she is the Queen of Wands. If she can start new and have him, that's fine. So that's really what the Divine Feminine is doing as well. But you can see the darkness and the light of the two, the difference of the two. There's a lot I really want to say here, but that is the main difference, okay, guys? So the scramble to get this guy, the game is on, the heat is on. I wanted to say, there's like movies where, there's like a bunch of girls who've been dating the same guy, and then they forget about the guy and they all start just fighting each other. Like have you ever, there's so many movies like, 2 weeks notice. Okay. There's the redhead, I forget. And then Sandra Bullock, they're playing tennis, and then they totally forget about the men. So that's kind of a vibe that I got here, but I doubt that you guys are in tune with each other, Divine Feminine and Karmic. I just see that both of you are trying your ways to get what you want. All right. I love the divine feminine's aspect of what she and how she wants to go ahead and get it, but you never know what survival of the fittest looks like for individuals. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.